Hey everybody, welcome to the Rigganators live stream. We're just about to get started, and I imagine in just moments people will start coming in. Actually, I just realized I need my tablet, so I'll be right back. Don't go away. Don't go away. Don't go away, I'm coming back. See, I'm back. Hey guys, so I just realized I left my tablet in the other room charging, and I want to get on here and be able to follow Facebook comments. So, hope you're all doing great. This is the Rigganators live stream for April the 4th, 2024. Let's see. And let's see. Here's my live video from last time. So let's find today's. Here we go. All right. Looks like we've got some folks here. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Geraldine. Hello, Linda. And yeah, Thomas, I'm glad you're here. Becky's here. Hello, Geraldine. Greg Wolf is here. All right, more folks popping in. Stephen and Caroline are here. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Rigganators live stream. So very quickly, I said last time, we do this on the first and the third Thursday of every month. And last time I said that I was going to explore doing this live stream thing a little bit differently, in that I was going to set up an event and be able to invite people to the event so you'd have the link ahead of time. Boy, I've been too busy, have not gotten around to that. I am going to try that, so maybe next time. But if you're on my mailing list, that's probably the easiest way to be reminded that these are happening, because if you're on Facebook, they don't always give you notifications for things that happen inside the group. So please do that. And then Steve, I'm glad you decided to watch. Hello Cleveland. And Tom, I totally understand that. I mean, I have set alarms for myself and then not been able to remember what the alarm was for. That's my problem. But hello, Renee. And that's right. Steve and Caroline. Caroline has her eye surgery early tomorrow morning. So, guys, yeah, I won't go too long so that you guys can get some rest and get to bed. Hello, Dad. Hello. Oh, Allie England. It's good to see you. It's been a long, long time. So glad you are here. Okay. Well, guys, just real quick, let me run through a couple things. So I have a new video coming out in 2 weeks. It's going to be, I never have my calendar where I can see it. It is April the 16th. That's a Tuesday, and I'm going to be doing a premiere for it. The song is not a new song. It's a song that is on my Beautiful and Terrible album that came out in 2021, so it's not new. But I just really love that song, and I never did any promotion with it. And so between now and having any new music out, which I'll be talking about in a second as well, between now and that point, I'm going to be promoting a couple of older songs. So Even If, and then coming up, I'm going to be promoting a song called Mrs. Taylor. I have this fantastic video for Mrs. Taylor that I think is gonna. I would be very surprised if it doesn't get a lot of attention. So anyway, the song Even If, that video will come out on April the 16th, and we're going to have a premiere event for that. And all that means is that at noon my time, 11 o'clock Pacific Coast, 2 p.m. East Coast, you know what time zone you're in. But during basically lunch break, there's going to be a 5 or 6 minute period where the new video will start playing, starting right at the top of the hour, 11 o'clock Pacific, 12 here in Mountain Time, the forgotten time zone, 1 o'clock Central Time, which is like Nashville, and then 2 o'clock out at the East Coast where Steve and Caroline are. So that's coming up on April the 16th. And you, if you're on my mailing list, you'll get a reminder about that. And we'll be talking about here in the Rigganators group as well. But I'm excited about that. That's coming out pretty just in 2 weeks, basically. Also, I've already started, this is to talk about my new music, I've already started recording the next album. It's almost entirely written. I have one song that isn't completely done. But the rest of them are done, and I'm really excited about it. The songs that we have begun recording are really, really fun and really interesting and kind of different for me. So I'm excited to hear, when these start rolling out. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. In fact, the first single from the project is going to come out at the very end of May. So that's really not very far. That's a couple months. So new music coming pretty soon. In the meantime, I mentioned that I'm really busy, and I really am. I have been for the last year and a half leading worship at a church here in Idaho, in the Meridian, Idaho area. And my last Sunday was last Sunday. Easter Sunday was my last Sunday there, and it had been a beautiful experience being there, and I love those people. But the opportunity came to move on to a different church, and after much agonizing and reflection, I realized it's the right thing to do. So I have now begun at a church in Nampa, Idaho. The church is called Lakeview Bible Church. My first Sunday is this week, and so I've been there in the office all this week. So I've been kind of a little bit doing both jobs for the last several weeks, so I'm looking forward to getting to sleep in on Saturday, very much. So a lot of long days, but I'm very excited. I love leading worship, and I love developing musicians and singers and team members, and so it's going to be a really exciting time. So anyway, I wanted to share a song that I have never led worship with in a concert or at a church, but I really love it, and I would like to start doing it more. Let me check in with the comments before I go any further. So more people coming in. Hello, Sean McLaughlin. It's good to see you, man. Dave Irish. Oh my gosh. Sean and David both in Washington. So good to see you guys. Dave is an amazing musician, fantastic pianist. Glad you are here, buddy. Now I'm going to be really nervous about my piano playing because you're here. I got to get over that. Anyway, Ruth is here. Charles is here. Hey, Charles, good to see you. You're usually busy on Thursdays. I'm glad you're here. Russ is here. Claudia is here. And oh, Tom, you're playing Bright Hope on the ukulele. I would like to hear that. Glad you're here, Claudia. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do this song, and like I said, it's not one that I have ever done in a live setting, and so I know it, but this is like the second time I've ever played it, actually. I did it for the Patreon folks, my Patreon, a while back. But anyway, those aren't good notes. So it's because Dave Irish is here, and he's a fantastic pianist. So I'm going to just play really badly. Just set your expectations low, and everything will be fine. So anyway, Lamentations, chapter 3, verses 19 through 23. I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Has anyone ever felt that way? Yeah, me too. I remember all those things, my affliction, and my soul is downcast within me. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. What's the reason for his hope? He's about to tell you. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not defeated. We're not consumed. For his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. You've probably heard that scripture before, and I think it's important to notice that last part, that God's love never fails, but that doesn't mean that the first part of that scripture gets erased. We still have those wounds that we experience. God brings healing, but those things still happen to us. It's not like they went away. It's not like Back to the Future where you go back and change how things worked out. We still have those memories and experiences, and that's part of how God grows us and gives us perseverance and gives us courage and strength to move on. But his compassions never fail. They are new every morning, and great is his faithfulness. And so this is a song that I actually considered putting on my Bright Hope record. It's by Pat Barrett, which is the guy that wrote Good Father. You may have heard that song. And Build My Life. He wrote that as well. So this is called Morning by Morning. Daily, daily, I surrender. Grace for today is all that I need. Surprised by your mercy, it's new every morning. Awaken my soul to sing. Awaken my soul to sing. And I will trust where you lead. I will trust when I can't see. Morning by morning, great is your faithfulness to me. Breath by breath, overtaken by wonder. One step at a time when I'm overwhelmed. Strength for today, bright hope for tomorrow. Awaken my soul to sing. Awaken my soul to sing. And I will trust where you lead. I will trust when I can't see. Morning by morning, great is your faithfulness to me. And I will trust with all my heart, and you are good. You always are. Morning by morning, great is your faithfulness to me. All fear, be reminded, my future is secure. Oh, my Father, He has spoken, and He keeps His every word. All fear, be reminded, my future is secure. My Father, He has spoken, and He keeps His every word. And I will trust, and I will trust. Morning by morning, morning by morning, I will trust where you lead. I will trust when I can't see. Morning by morning, great is your faithfulness to me. And I will trust with all my heart, you are good. You always are. Morning by morning, great is your faithfulness to me. Your faithfulness to me. Your faithfulness to me. I will trust. I will trust. Morning by morning, great is your faithfulness. Isn't that good? That may be a song that you sing at your church. Maybe you've heard it on the radio. But that's Pat Barrett's song, Morning by Morning. And it's funny because after I wrote my song, Bright Hope, which kind of steals a little line from the hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness. After I wrote that, I found this. And this song also has, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow, which is the same line that I stole from Great is Thy Faithfulness. And if I had found this song, if I'd known this song beforehand, I never would have written my song, Bright Hope. And I think there's room in the universe for more than one song that steals that line from Great is Thy Faithfulness. So I do love that song. Let me check in again with y'all. See if I can get my tablet. Okay. I just do want to point out how fancy my setup is today. Amazon is a great place to find little, additional lighting things. So I've got this little lighting sort of galaxy thing, and you might not be able to tell, but everything's kind of moving very slowly. So anyway, I just like the way it looks. Anyway, kind of fun. Let's see, more people popping in. Hi, so many people. Good to see you. Well, Sean, I actually lived on the campus of that school for 2 years, a long time ago. I'm very familiar with it. I know people that work there and students there. All right. Victoria is here too. Hello, Amber. Good to see you. And Becky and Tracy. Good to see you, man. All right, a lot of good friends popping in. It's great to see you guys. All right, so this next song, just literally a couple of minutes before I hit stream, before I launched this thing, I thought about whether or not I would share this story with you, and I think I've decided I'm going to do it. So this next song is called Bright Hope, and Bright Hope is a song that was written at a time where I was processing some very dark things that I'd been going through, and finding in the thick of that, finding that I was grateful in some ways for those things in my life, for the growth that was happening in my heart as a result, my relationship with the Lord that was deepening as a result of heartache, which this is why he says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. I really believe it. I believe that you develop a deeper relationship with the Lord when you've experienced real trauma and hardship. And I was processing all that and trying to find a redemptive way to think about it. And one of the things that was so hard about my situation is that there were a whole bunch of people in my life who I had to figure out how to forgive, and forgiveness it's hard. It's hard. And one of those people that were, and I have to be very careful how I talk about this. I don't want to do any harm, do any damage. But one of those people that was part of the group that harmed me, I ran into him. I was doing an event, and he was there. And before he came up to me, I saw him, and so I braced myself. I did a lot of little self-talk inside where I was like, okay, don't be petty, be friendly, be, even if you don't feel like you've forgiven, just if you've forgiven, had a pleasant conversation. Inside, I was kind of, and he started to walk away. And then he turned around and he said, "Oh, hey, you know what? Why don't we meet for coffee next week?" And inside, I was like, "Nope, not in a million years. I don't think I can do that. That's too much." But outside, he said, "Sure, yeah, send me a text and we'll, And I thought, well, maybe he just won't reach out to me. And the very next day, he sent me a text and said, "How about this day? How about this place?" And I decided, okay, I am working at forgiveness. I'm working at deciding to extend forgiveness. And so I'm going to do it. So I didn't sleep the night before that we met. I'll try and get through this story quickly, but I didn't sleep at all the night before we got together. And I just kept thinking about how I did not want to show up, and I have a tendency to become the defense attorney, pleading my case and trying to convince people of things, and I can't do that. It's not a healthy thing for me to do. And so, don't be petty. Don't. In fact, ask him about himself. Just kind of stay on safe topics. Don't try to get into anything deep. And so I was very braced for this, and I sat down across from him at the coffee shop, and the first thing that he said was, "Scott, I feel I need to ask you to forgive me." Now, I wasn't expecting that, right? And so I was kind of in shock. And he said, "I realized that I did harm to you. And again, I'm choosing my words carefully. He said, we treated you badly, and I'm so sorry for all we did." It was a very heartfelt and honest and apology. And guys, I melted. I was. The last thing I expected was that, and it broke my heart in like the best way. And here's my point. Forgiving people who will never acknowledge that they've done anything to you, that they've hurt you, that's really hard. But I have found that when someone is genuinely sorry, that forgiveness is so natural. It just feels like, I want to restore relationship. I want to. And so this song, one of the verses talks about forgiveness. And I was thinking about this situation, actually. And the words are, "How to forgive what I can't forget." I don't know if you've ever experienced that, where you just have wounds that you want to try to not think about them, but they're constantly poking you and saying, "Hey, remember this? Weren't you hurt by this?" They come at you when you're trying to go to sleep. They, interrupt your brain when you're trying to think about something else. And so how to forgive what I can't forget, that is a skill that I've not acquired yet. But this bitterness, will surely poison me. Give me the grace to just surrender to your peace. They say, someone has said that choosing not to forgive someone is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And that's the thing. I don't want to marinate in bitterness, so I've been working so hard at forgiveness. But when this guy literally asked my forgiveness and apologized, it was beautiful. It was such a gift. And I will tell you this, that was a few weeks ago. I think about it multiple times a day. It pops into my head where he asked me to forgive him. He apologized. That is so precious. So this is the point I'm coming to. If there is anyone in your life where you have the power to make peace with them, where you have the power to apologize, to accept your role in, relationships are complicated, and usually there's not like one bad person and one good person, and it's usually I've done some things, you've done some things. If it's within your power to make peace, to apologize for your part, man, do it, because it was one of the most significant things that has happened to me in a long time, to hear my old friend say, "I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." So much power in that. And I want to encourage you to think about who in your life could you restore relationship with by just saying, I'm so sorry. Will you forgive me? So anyway, this is the song Bright Hope. And I do love this song. I'm very proud of how it turned out and what it has to say. And it's kind of a funny thing to be challenged by something I wrote. I wrote these words down, but sometimes they speak to me in a really convicting way. And I hope this song is an encouragement to you. So this is Bright Hope. It's been a long and lonely night, and I've tossed and turned and prayed for light. My tears have dried, but my strength is spent, and my faith has been stretched dangerously thin. But slowly, ever so slowly, I'm getting ready to open up my eyes. Your mercy is new every morning. It's got me believing the sun is gonna rise. And I believe, oh I believe, I've never been so desperate to believe. Here in the dark, your light is flooding through my soul with strength for today and bright hope. Bright hope. How true it's been an uphill fight. So much dark, so little light. Well, I know you redeem every heartache that I've known. Your faithfulness is my bright hope. And I believe I've never been so desperate to believe. Dark, your light is flooding through my soul. Strength for today and bright hope. Bright hope. How to forgive what I can't forget. Well, that is a skill that I have not acquired yet. Oh, but this bitterness will surely poison. Give me the grace just surrender to your peace. And slowly, ever so slowly, I'm getting ready to open up my eyes. Your mercy is new every morning. It's got me believing the sun will surely rise, and I believe, oh, I believe. I've never been so desperate to believe. Here in the dark, your light is flooding through my soul. The strength and bright hope, strength for today, yeah, and bright hope, bright hope, bright hope, bright hope. Amen. Guys, there is hope, even if it feels like you're in a deep, deep midnight, and you wonder if the sun's ever going to come up. It will, and I've been through that. I know what it's like to just wait in the dark and pray that something good is going to, and it will, and keep trusting in God. I think the way that I wrote this song, I tried to be really honest. I believe I've never been so desperate to believe. But here in the dark, your light is flooding through my soul with strength for today. And notice it's not strength for the entire future. As much as I would like that, I think the hymn writer got it right. Strength for today. Strength for today. He's going to give you what you need for right now, just to take a few more steps. And in that, there is bright and glorious hope. So let me check the Facebook again. All right, guys. Okay, here we go. More people talking here. So fresh haircut too. Yes, Steve, as a matter of fact, I've been looking a little shaggy, and today, finally, it's long overdue. So, and let's see. Amber, as a writer yourself, I'm glad that you understand that. Why? Who needs plagiarism when you can steal? Yes. Might need to look into the definition of plagiarism, but and Lorraine, hello. Oh, okay. Well, Lorraine, when this is over, you can go back and watch it in the Rigganators group if you want to catch the beginning of it. And hey, Caitlin, my niece is here, and Rob, my brother, is here. It's a family night apparently. Natalie's here. Hey, just got home from the store. Okay. Glad you're here. Hello, honey. Deaton is here. Tom and saying amen. Lotta. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, guys. All right, so I'm going to do one more song, and I do want to circle back to a couple things that I talked about earlier. So that song is the song I just did is Bright Hope, and it's on this record right here called Bright Hope. It's also an acoustic reworking of it on this project, which is not available on a CD. It's not available on any kind of physical media, but it is on all the streaming places, so Spotify and Google and all that kind of stuff. I also wanted to point out that this song, even if in 2 weeks I've got a video premiere for that, I'm going to be promoting that song and a really cool video that I had done, and that is going to be premiered on April the 16th. That's a Tuesday. It'll be around lunchtime, and I'll let you know more details about that, so give you a link to that and everything, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So, okay. This is a song, one of my favorite songs. This is from Beautiful and Terrible, which is, let's see, I don't have that album cover here. Okay. Didn't plan ahead. Although, there is an acoustic version on the acoustic record. So there's that. But this is a song that it's for anybody who's ever felt like following Jesus is hard. I mean, it can be, but even when you feel like you're going in circles, it's an encouragement to continue to be faithful. And so let's do this one. This is Circling Jericho. There we go. This is not where I thought you'd lead me, and though I know that you would never leave me, still I feel alone. And you know I don't want to be here anymore, but I'm holding true to this lonely orbit, marching ever on. And step by step, one foot at a time, round and around this unbroken line, and all I know, I'm still circling Jericho. If I'm completely honest, I can't quite tell if I've been making progress, but still I stumble on. Yeah, and here I once more with feeling. I smile at a song that's maybe too revealing, until these walls are gone. Still circling Jericho. I've seen you part the water, and we crossed the river Jordan, walked across on dry land. Oh, we took 12 stones and we built an altar, so we always would remember, and never forget. Just where you need me, where you lead me, step by step, one foot at a time, round and round this unbroken line, and all I know, I'm still circling Jericho. Still circling Jericho. Oh, oh. All right. So if you feel like you've been going in circles in some ways in your life, I want to encourage you to just keep trusting. Keep trusting that God is who he says he is, and that his faithfulness is as great as we sing about, that his mercy is new every morning, and that he's truly going to be faithful to you. So remember my video premiere coming up 2 weeks from now. Be on my mailing list. There's a sign up in the a link to sign up in the description for this video if you're not on my email list. Yeah, I guess that's it. I talked a little bit about the beginning about my next project. So if you missed that, watch the archive video. You just go to the media section of. There's a little tab at the top of the group page, the Rigganators group page, and so you can go back and watch the beginning if you. But I have begun recording the new record, and I talked a little bit about when the first single is going to come out and all that stuff. So, all right, guys, Have a fantastic evening. I'm going to have some Costco chicken and a little bit of rice because I'm starving. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Sorry, before I say goodbye, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything that I really should be saying hello to. Oh, thanks, Miss Honey. I appreciate that. It's very kind. And Cindy's here. Hello, Cindy. And Chris is here. Chris, who works in Nampa at Northwest Nazarene University. We need to get together now that I'm working out there. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Geraldine. Thanks, Dad. And God bless you guys. All right. Have a great night, and I'll catch you again. This is the first Thursday of the month and the third Thursday of the month. That's when we do these live streams, and I would love to see you at the next one. So thanks. God bless you guys, and we'll see you in the Facebook group.